Okay, we're still on the same mission, which is to beef up that hive over there. But we're going to have a routine inspection here, and Doc's going to... There's a brand new look at that. I'm going to go back. That's what happened to the other pair. Yeah. So, I'll give him a quick lesson, and then we're going to let him look. You lift your cover up. Get a little smoke. That's it. For a minute or so. Then just remove the cover and put it on over here is great, because you always have a few bees. Like that. Now get a hive tool, whichever one's comfortable in your hand. This is going to be stuck, so you're going to have to get in and lift gently. You may want to come slide it down and try again. There you go. Now, don't lift it off yet. Set it down, get your smoker, and put the tool down. Smoke with one hand and just lift and smoke. Not a whole lot. That's good. Put it down for just a second. Okay, you can take it off and set it aside. And put it right with the other one. Now, I'm not expecting to see much going on here. This soup has been on there for, I think about 10 days. So, you're going to wiggle your frames that way with your tool. This is Doc's first time in the hive. That's plenty good, just so you got enough room to hook it. Oh, there's something going on. Then you can put your hook on this side. Yeah, there you go, back that way. And just pry up. And it's empty, so just grab it with your fingers and lift it right up. And we look at it all over. There's nothing really going on. We didn't expect to see it. We're just coming off a Delph. I put it there to give them more room. Oh, there. Too much? Yeah. Okay, now you can just lift, inspect, and replace. So he's going to buzz through this quick. There won't be a lot going on. It looks like he's done this before.
No, I've watched you.
He's watched me. He can still do it right. A little bit of comb. Oh, look. We do have activity. Yeah, show the camera. This is about all comb out to here. So they are building. This is good. A lot of comb. And there's honey going in. Almost fully drawn. And what, is that mostly honey in there?
Yep.
And almost full of honey. Again, almost fully drawn and filling up with honey. This hive is unbelievable. Because the blooms have been low, so they're just picking up again now. Again. They're filling this right up. Fully drawn, both sides. Look at that, full drawn just about. And honey going in.
So you're using these short ones instead of the long ones?
For the supers. Yeah. And with experience we can decide which way we want to go. Again, fully drawn, loading right up with honey. Man, this is exciting. We're going to get another harvest out of this hive. Because what we want to do is we want to leave them 60 pounds down in the brood, which we may need them some from here. Let them pull it down, come fall. And one full super on top. Again, we're looking at fully drawn. Not quite as much honey. But still, it's going in. Fully drawn, very little honey. Not fully, 3/4.
Lots of bees with their heads down in those combs.
They're working hard. They're putting it in right now. There's honey going in. Good observation. Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah. Because this is your top one. And this one's been there how long?
Oh, I think 10 or 12 days.
That's all?
Yeah.
And they've fully,
yeah,
almost fully drawn out and...
they're filling. Okay, we're getting a little lighter now on 4 frames from the outside. So they're looking real good. When we come back into this hive in a couple of weeks, we're probably going to see this super full. Because the blooms are going to pick up again here in the Midwest. We have another big bloom coming. They're drawing out nicely. Again.
Really heavy.
And there's honey.
Yeah.
Funny how they just choose which frames, and look at all that honey. Yeah. They'll be capping off up here in this box in just a few days. They'll start capping.
This is the outside one, and this
Yeah.
one is
Just about
already
full.
starting to be capped.
Yeah, they're starting to cap. We're going to get ourselves another nice, well, look at the bees on that. Oh, look at all the honey in that. My goodness. For some reason, they're liking the outside. That's okay. They like it. I love it. My goodness. Yeah, now just slide them back. And that was with the queen excluder. So what's that telling us? It doesn't seem to slow anything down.
Nope.
Plus, it means we don't have to worry about our queen when we're harvesting. So I kind of like that idea. The new queen I just bought, the last one was $60. This one was $68. So that's what we're talking about. Queen safety. Okay, go ahead and pop the next box. Now you got an excluder this time, so you got to kind of find the crack. Try a little twist and lift too. And that one's going to go with the frames vertical on end on the ground. Matter of fact, why don't you give it to me, because you don't have any level ground around you. I have some behind me. So I'll take it. Okay, we used the queen excluder on that box. We want to see if it really slowed the bees down. It doesn't appear to. So, this is still a super, a harvest box, but no queen excluder below, so we're going to see some brood. And we're going to take a look, see what we got going on. Now you want to be careful because we could bump into the queen.
It just looks like I'm just gonna catch all honey here.
That's okay if you get a little. If he was worried about damaging the honey. Oh, let me get you that tool. That's the first time I've done this with somebody, so I wasn't thinking. We've got a new tool that I was using, but I was being selfish. I didn't let Dave have it. We'll give it. Whoa. Now, the frame he just lifted is one I extracted. Just turn this way a little. No, so it's flat. I extracted this and destroyed all the comb, removed it completely. It's full of honey and they're capping on. So that shows you, look, the other side's fully capped. There was nothing there at all when I put it back in.
And that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So in 2 weeks they've made 100% comeback. That's absolutely gorgeous. It's because of the population, just insane. Fully capped. Let's see that. Look at that. Pure white, snow white, not a cell showing. see the other side. We gotta be careful. We're forgetting something, but that little bit that's a harvestable frame, but we're gonna put it back in, back in. We forgot. We need to look at the frame over for the queen before we get excited about the honey. But I doubt she's there. Well, she wouldn't be there. There's nothing for her to do there. But let's remember the queen could be in this box. Oh my God! Look at this, guys. Even more yet. This box is loaded up again already. Let's see the other side. Oh my goodness. It's hard to believe this is happening. And remember, that upper soup is filling. It's a tool that doesn't fall in. It sucks when that happens. Another full frame. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah, go ahead. See how you have your tool? I did that one day, and it went down in. Then you gotta reach all the way down in the hive. It's creepy.
I would imagine it would be.
It's creepy. I mean, you can do it. You can fix it. It's just creepy. I can't believe what we're seeing. Now, there were some frames up here that had brood in them when I was in 2 weeks ago. However, there's been time for that brood to hatch out. And if they put honey and capped it and she didn't come up, we won't see any brood, you know what I mean? It's been replaced with honey. So we could be looking at a solid super of honey.
Top and bottom.
Yeah. However, we won't be doing any harvesting today because I'm going to get an extractor because I do not want to damage that comb like that. Remove all the comb. It's too much work. To think it is, look what's happening here. They had to rebuild it in its full. Well, if they don't have to rebuild, they just have to fill it, and we have still yet one more. Let's check the bottom of the outside, see if there's any brood. Flip it. Nope. There's a possible we could harvest 3 times off this frame, off this box, this season and still give them a full frame. Because the winter store box, it could be made out of feed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you see any brood in there? No. It's all honey. The brood that was in there has apparently hatched out and we're all solid honey again. So right now this box it has in it somewhere around 25 pounds of honey
So,
or more.
since we're producing so much honey out of this particular one, was there a reason you didn't put the flow hive on top of this?
Yeah, because it doesn't fit.
Oh, it doesn't.
This 10 frames, those are 8. Smaller box. The only reason the flow frame didn't go on is because we're struggling with the hive. Otherwise it'd be on. Yeah, good question though. It takes 5 flow frames to cover an 8 frame box. And I think 7 to cover a 10. This is a 10 frame box.
Oh, that's what
8.
That's what I have.
You have 10 now?
Yes.
Oh.
And it's got 7 flows.
Yes, I only have 5. You got the new improved model.
I
I got the first year model. They say never buy the first one, right? Solid. Solid honey. Solid honey, right back here. Okay, I'm going to shut the camera off for a minute because we got a little adjusting to do.